$44 every 10 minutes. No ads, simple, pure content on social media, and just my organic audience. Want to know how I did it? Let's get started. Hi, I'm Faridhi, and for the last 45 days, I've been building an entire product publicly on social media. One morning, I literally woke up and decided I'm going to create a new product. But this time, instead of just going and launching a new product and then, people go buy it, I make the sales, all of the drill, I decided to create an entire product in front of my people, in front of my community that I've been building for over 20 months. Now, here's the thing that I did not have any research-backed data that this marketing technique or this challenge would work at all. But 40 days later, when we did a pre-launch, my mind was blown. $44 every 10 minutes for a product that I was building for the last 45 days. And I'm going to take you exactly through the entire process right now on my screen. I'm going to show you how I built the product, what was the entire process, what did my email campaign look like, how did I create that funnel, and so much more. Let's dive in. All right, let's take a look at our entire project. Like I said, day after day, week after week, that I wanted to build something in front of my audience so that they know exactly and transparently what goes behind building a product. Now, I can create a product from scratch, and not surprisingly to me, but surprisingly for others, that my students, after taking my course, which is Create Your Product in Less Than 48 Hours, have created their first profitable product in less than 48 hours, which validates so much. I can create a product in less than 48 hours, and this is how I can do that because I plan like anything. So now I'm going to show you exactly my entire planning week after week. I'm going to show you my sales funnels, my email campaigns, how I planned everything, and we're going to wrap this up with so much knowledge and value that you are going to definitely start today. I'm sure of it. Let's go. There's a very interesting story that I wanted to start. I had this entire challenge for like 45 days. And I had it in mind that I have to take a 12-day, 15-day trip with my friends in New Zealand. So I had to plan everything in advance. So I just had like 30 days to do everything. And there's a reason that we launched 5 days before the plan, which was instead of the 45th day, we launched on the 40th day. It's a very interesting story. I'm going to show you. But let's just go over everything week after week. The first thing was that I announced on my social media that I'm launching a product. And now, classic Paridhi, that is all that I had. This product still makes me $44 every 10 minutes. So that's insane. But I want to take you through the entire planning. Week 1 was simply the announcement, the SWOT analysis, the product topic, ChatGPT validation, product outline, and these little things. Perfect. So now I'm going to take you through the entire process of planning, creating, and launching my digital product. 45 days of this entire challenge for me and for my audience. Like I said, day after day, week after week, that I wanted to build something in front of my audience so they know exactly what goes behind building an entire product. Now, I can launch a product in less than 48 hours. And if you see my students, they're doing so well. First timers creating the products in less than 48 hours, which validates that you can literally do that. But it takes a little bit of planning, a little bit of execution, which I'm going to show you. Week 1 was announcement, SWOT analysis, the product topic, the ChatGPT validation. This was all week 1. My pace obviously had to be slower than, anything else because I was doing it in front of my audience. I was doing it in front of people who were doing it for the first time. So for me, it would take like 10 minutes to do the SWOT analysis, 10 minutes to find a product topic. And if you have my product ChatGPT prompt for the profitable topic, it will take you 10 minutes to do the same thing. But again, given in mind that I have to create a product in front of my audience who are completely new to this. So this was week 1. In week 1, I'll link the recap in the description. We have week 1, week 2, week 3. So all of that is done. What I did was I created this entire plan for myself so that I know what to do before anyone else knows what to do. There was a checklist where whatever I had to do for my product, not the people. Okay, I'm talking about the business side of things. I'm not talking about what people can see behind the scenes of everything. So I had a checklist for myself so that there needs to be a product which has to have a title, has to have an outline. The videos, I have to create videos because I was creating a course and then I have to upload the videos in the system. Then for the sales, I needed mockups, I needed the page, I need the funnel automation, the email automation, the tags and systemize the tool I use, There's an entire free course of System.io, which I'll also link in the description, which is crazy. Because it is free, you can learn the whole tool that I use to make $44 every 10 minutes. It's actually free to get started with, which is awesome. So this is the checklist that I had, okay? Now the entire thing that I'm launching is I'm doing simultaneously. So that's how I'm also building my product. I'm teaching people, okay, what is the first step? The first step is the SWOT analysis. So that's what I'm doing for myself. That is literally what I'm doing for myself. In one of those SWOT analysis, I figured out that my strength is that I create products in less than 48 hours. I literally create products in less than 48 hours. Decided, okay, that's going to be the topic of my course. And that's how we did it, okay? So we created the entire outline and all of those things you can see here in the mural itself. And then week 2 was, once I have the title, once I have the product validated that it is going to make the sales, I needed to have a system of emails. Because what I was doing is I was not just creating a product in front of my audience, I was taking them through in this journey. So I created a wait list. I created an email list where if you sign up to that wait list, you're going to get day by day activity updates and day by day prompts and resources for you to walk along with me and create this entire product for yourself. I'm going to give you a sneak peek of the campaigns. So these are all the campaigns that I ever have. By the way, I have now segregated all of my audience into 3 campaigns. So this is all not required right now. After 21 months of struggling with email marketing and all this, I won't say struggle, but yeah. So this was, anyway, I digress very easily. This was leads for product launch in April 2025. This is what I created for my audience. So every single day, you will have something that takes you through the entire thing, okay? So you are in the campaign and then you are going to be taken through the steps of creating that. So this is something that I created, and I use my ManyChat automation funnel to sign people up to this campaign. So if you've ever commented challenge on any of my videos, you know that you were signed up to this campaign. The good thing is you don't have to create a campaign for everything. There are newsletters that you can set. So if people have signed up to a campaign, I've tagged them, there's automation behind it. That is something that is advanced, so I don't want to overwhelm you. There's automation behind it, and I can send them individual emails so that I don't have to keep writing emails within this campaign. And that is the strategy that I usually use. I don't like long campaigns. Instead, I will create a welcome sequence for like 5 to 6 or maybe 10 emails, and then I'm going to send newsletters every single day based on where I am in my journey. So that's how I created the campaign. I'll also link the ManyChat funnel in the description, how to create that ManyChat for yourself. So it's very interesting. If you go ahead and comment weekend on any of my videos on Instagram, you will see that I'll ask you your email within ManyChat, within my DMs. You get that email, you get a link to whatever you requested, my course link, my funnel link, my sales page, and your email gets added to my campaigns through that automation. I have a detailed video on it, which is crazy. It's awesome. So that is what I did behind the scenes. Now I had to create the plan. The plan is here that I created on week 1. And then I had to create the funnels. I had to create the campaigns. I had to create the sales pages and the product itself, right? So what I did was, like I said, I create products in less than 48 hours. Now I was doing it week by week, which I actually had more time to do it, right? So it was actually a relaxing period for me, to be honest. This activity was not overwhelming, and I absolutely recommend it because the response that we got, it was so engaging. People were so accepting of the fact that I'm transparently trying to share something. So if they had any feedback, good or bad, mostly we had positive feedback. They were so welcoming and they were so honest about those feedback, and I could improve my product and my process with that feedback. So that was even more amazing, right? So I'll tell you, like I said, now I only have 3 campaigns, and this is the tip that I'm going to give you, that you only need to have 3 campaigns if you're ever starting an email campaign. I'm going to create an entire video on email marketing, don't worry about that. But cold leads, warm leads, hot leads. Cold leads, anybody, just about anybody, any free resource, if you ever share with people, you add them to cold leads. And then you promote your low ticket offers or low priced offers in cold leads. And then once people buy the low ticket offers, they move up to the warm leads. Because here's the thing, high priced products, people are only going to understand the value, or people are actually going to buy that product once they have seen something, a little sneak peek of what you exactly do. Are they even interested? And that's fair. For me as a complete beginner, shelling out $1,000, even though I did and it turned out really well, I would have loved it to have that testimony that, okay, I have an introduction and a fair idea of what I'm diving into, and now I'm going. So what I do is all of the people who join anywhere from any free resource, they get added to my cold leads campaign. Anybody who buys any low ticket product gets added to my warm leads campaign, and then hot leads campaign. And basically there's no campaign that is ending. Hot leads are the people who have bought the high ticket products from me. And then tomorrow, even more exclusive products that I'm going to launch. Let's say exclusive one-on-one meetings. Let's say building an entire product like I'm doing in the giveaway, where I'm coaching one person from idea to their first sale. It's going to be awesome for free. But let's say tomorrow I create that service for like $1,000, $2,000. It's a likely higher chance that people in my hot leads campaign who have bought products for $500, $300, $800 are more likely to buy my products for $5,000, $10,000, and so on. So this is what I do now, and this is the tip that I have for you. Next, let's go to the sales funnel that I have. This is my entire funnel, and you know what, I'm going to link it in the description. So I'm going to give you this funnel. So System.io, the tool that I use, actually is free to get started with, and there's a free course that also I'm going to link in the description, so you can learn the whole tool, and then you can have this entire funnel. What's crazy is that if you see, this is the sales page of my 48-hour challenge. This is the checkout page where I collect the payments. Then there are certain upsell pages. A lot of people hate the idea of upsells. They feel like, okay, the business is trying to make more money from me. From the business perspective, to be honest, yes. But from your perspective, here's the thing. You can buy or you can ignore that. That's how you don't push a sale on someone and the other person doesn't feel like, oh my God, I have to pay for this. No. If I have created a product where I'm teaching you how to create your product in less than 48 hours, I'm going to give all of the information in this product itself. So I'm not going to gatekeep anything. I'm not going to go upsell anything to you that, okay, this product is not 100% complete. Buy this so that you have the entire picture. No, I sell the entire picture here because I sell the entire car, because more needs come from existing needs. People think like, okay, instead of giving the entire car, I'm just going to give the engine. I'm just going to give the car seats. Doesn't make sense. You give the entire car and then people have more needs like insurance, petrol, they need a better music system, anything like that, and you can upsell that, which is because it is totally optional. You don't feel like you're pushing a sale, and that upsell income becomes your passive income. You never have to promote that. It is in the journey of that person. They want to buy it, great. They don't want to buy it, great. But I had great upsells for people. Okay, I had people upsells like, okay, you're creating an entire product in 48 hours. What is the next step? The next step is that you create a sales page. Now, creating a sales page can be overwhelming for a complete beginner, but what if with my blueprint you can create a sales page in less than 60 minutes? Because I create sales pages that are less than 60 minutes. In less than 60 minutes, how cool is that? And there are so many things that I wish I learned when I started, because I knew, okay, the tech side of it, I can go on YouTube and just research how to create a sales page. People will tell me the automation. People will tell me, okay, add a button here. People will tell me how to collect payments. But who is going to tell me what to write in that sales page? Who is going to tell me how to be persuasive enough that people don't feel like I'm monetizing them and people feel like, okay, this is actually a product that adds value in their life? So these are the products that I created, and they are upsells. They are completely optional. Even if you don't take them, you still learn how to create your profitable product in less than 48 hours. I'm going to link this entire funnel in the description, so you have an entire sales funnel which you will only have to edit. Once you click the link, sign into System.io, click the link, it will be added to your funnel list, and all you have to do is go to edit page and just go edit the page for whatever product that you have. Okay, this is what my funnel looks like. Okay, this is me, this is my product, and this is my funnel. You can see already we have so many testimonials. It is amazing. It is going mega viral for me right now, which is crazy, because I think people can see the hard work that I did to create this product. I haven't gatekept anything. I have shared honestly everything in my social media and not just in my product. And my product, this is the best and the most beginner friendly product I have ever created. I launched this product on a Friday, and by Monday I had someone messaging me that they have created their yoga bundle with my product, which is insane, because a lot of people can tell me that, okay, you are experienced, you can create a product in less than 48 hours, you can create a product in less than a day, you know the trick of the trade. What about me? I'm a complete beginner. This is your testimony that a complete beginner with my method can create their products. This is my funnel. So like I preach in the 60-minute sales page blueprint as well, that the first thing that you have is obviously the title and all of those things, but a VSL. If not a VSL, you need to have a visual element, because they act as hooks. Okay, I'm going to give you the mockups that I've used below. I'm going to link that also in the description. You're welcome. So the visual elements are the hooks, because here's the thing, sometimes people are just giving into the hype. They're not even reading anything, they're just watching. Okay, because if I'm promoting my products on social media, people are watching that, and then they come to my sales page, they watch before they read. So if you have a way for them to stop scrolling and watch something, it could be a video. If you can't do a video, that's perfectly all right. It could be images like this one. This is a mock-up that explains that you can create a product in less than 48 hours. So that's what I did. That's honestly something that I did. And now you see there's a price point. There is also a CTA, which takes you to the final checkout page where you make the payment. And if you see my CTAs, I actually have CTAs that are action verbs. They're not like buy now, purchase now. They're like, I want to create my product fast. I want to create the product fast. I want the strategy. So there's a strategy that I use that which has helped me create 6 figures in 6 months. I want the strategy. Okay, as a consumer, you feel like, okay, I want to do this. I want to get it at this price. And that's how you feel less salesy. Your business feels less salesy, and people feel more excited about buying your product. When you click that, you go to the checkout page. The checkout page is simple. It is distraction free. You simply have the title, the visual element, and then a simple step-by-step detail of what's included, and that's it. People make the payment and they get access. All of that is automated because I've created a sales funnel, and all of that is automated. The delivery is automated because I have campaigns where I'm sending emails to people. And this is what we did in the sales funnel, in this entire project of creating this funnel, creating this campaign. And this is the tip that I have for you when you're creating a sales funnel. You don't have to create a salesy sales funnel where you're like, you're mentioning all of the sales features and the product features. So you're going to learn module 1, you're going to learn how to find a profitable topic. Module 2, you're going to learn how to do the SWOT analysis. It doesn't work like that. People don't buy products, they buy transformations. And that is what your sales funnel needs to be. So if you look at the sales funnel, you have step-by-step training. That's all that you need to explain to people. You have exclusive worksheets. You have my fast track methods so that you can actually create a product in less than 48 hours. My ChatGPT method, so you can use smart systems and AI, because smart work is what is needed to build a business, not hard work. The days of hard work are gone. Okay, my cheat sheet of what not to do, because if you're a beginner, there's a fair chance you're going to make mistakes, which is perfectly all right. But if I'm teaching you from my own experience, I can help you not make those mistakes that I did, so your success can be even faster. And that's what I aim from with this entire project. So this was the entire thing of creating a digital product in 48 hours. I did the planning, I did the execution, I built the product in front of people, I signed them up to my campaigns so that they are equally excited. And I can't really share everything on social media, so I would like to share more detailed, in-depth emails with them. For example, finalizing the topic, so they have all the details of exactly what to do. These are exhaustive emails that I have written. These are not the emails that finalize the topic, here are the 5 things, which is your ChatGPT version of it. This is my entire experience that I shared with people every single day. As I was progressing in my journey, I was sharing all of these details with my audience, which I think is so great. And I think you can actually use this as your own marketing strategy, because be it in any niche, if you're creating products in front of people where they can see what you're doing, and it creates social proof for you, and it actually tests the demand for you. If people are not interested in that video, if people are not excited about the topic that you're sharing on social media, there's a chance they're not interested in the product, which is so interesting if you think about it. You are actually testing demand and you're actually helping people whether or not they buy the product. And that was my agenda and aim with this entire thing. Whether or not people buy the product, I'm going to share every single thing with my audience so that if someone, even if they do not buy the product, they're still able to create the product for themselves. Like I said, I'm going to link everything in the description. And here's the story. I completely forgot. We were supposed to launch this on the 45th day. On the 39th day, I was in New Zealand with my friends and we were having a good time. My sister calls me, and she always calls me on Sunday, and she calls me and I'm like, oh yeah, my vacation is about to end, I have to go home, I have to launch everything. And she said, but yeah, you've hosted everything online, you have your phone with you. I had my iPad, I didn't take my laptop, I had my iPad, my friends had their laptop, so I could access everything if I wanted. That's what I did sometimes. She said, why are you delaying your success? And that stopped me in my tracks. I said, yeah. She did not say, why aren't you launching if everything is ready? She said, why are you delaying your success? So immediately I put up an Instagram story and I say, hey guys, my product is ready, everything is ready, I'm on vacation, you already know that. What if I either launch it at 50% off or I do a beta test with a small focus group so that I can collect that feedback and testimonial and see everything is working properly before we launch on the 45th day. We took that poll on my Instagram story. It was a crazy poll, okay? 49% go with the beta launch and 51% go with the pre-launch. So I said, okay, pre-launch it is. We launch at 50% off and we make $44 every 10 minutes with the product I literally created in front of my audience without gatekeeping information, thinking, oh my God, this is a prized possession, I should not share it with my audience. So here's the takeaway for you. Be as honest, as open, as transparent with your audience. You will be mind blown how many people are now so much more interested to buy your products. And here we go. This brings us to the end of the 45-day challenge, or I can now call it the 40-day challenge, because last minute we decided to pre-launch it at 50% off. It has been a crazy journey, but I'm so excited to start a new one. And if you don't know that, couple of days back, I announced it on my Instagram that I'm going to coach one person from idea to a profitable product and to their first sale for free as soon as we hit 500 subscribers. And the day we hit 500 subscribers, I launched the challenge, and that is what I'm working on next. This is going to be an epic journey. I'm so excited.